Okay, so this homework is for this Heart Academy homework is for the 7th grade class, third period 7th grade class, and I gave you this inequalities sheet for homework. It's actually a packet, but I'm only asking you to do the first sheet. So I will do some of these problems with you. Since there's only 12 problems altogether, I'm not going to do all of them, but this will help you along to figure out if you are doing them correctly. I'm going to start with number 1. Okay. So first solve the inequality, just like you would an equation. There, so now I'm big enough to see what I'm doing. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is add 7 to both sides. Add 7 to both sides. When we have a positive and negative, remember your integer rules. You have to subtract, keep the sign of the higher digit. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's a 5. It's going to be a negative 5. Keep my inequality sign, and I have x. So negative 5 is greater than x. That's how we read it, okay? If you said in your head x is smaller than negative 5, you're reading it backwards. It's true, but that's not what it said on paper. On paper, it says negative 5 is greater than x. I'm going to put that up here for a second. Actually, I'll just move it down here so I'm not on top of my number line. Negative 5 is greater than x. There we go. So now, for the graphing. I'm going to circle my negative 5, which is right here. Okay? And then it is not going to be a closed-in circle. So I'm going to take a look at the numbers that I have beside it. I have a negative 6 and a negative 4. So I'm going to put my negative 6, my negative 4 under my x. Remember, in negative land, the smaller number is actually bigger. So let's plug in these sentences. Negative 5 is bigger than negative 6. That is correct. Remember, in negative land, the smaller number is actually the bigger one. Read the other sentence just to be sure. Negative 5 is bigger than negative 4. That is incorrect. Okay? So the negative 6 is the correct answer. So your arrow should be going this way towards the left. Okay? Let's move on. Go and do number 2. Here we are with number 2. I'm going to get rid of this 1 first by adding 1 to both sides. Adding 1 to both sides. So now I have r is greater than or equal to 5. Put that over here. R is greater than or equal to 5. Circle in, because remember, or equal to means you're going to circle in the circle. Okay? And then I'm taking a look at the numbers I have. I have a 4 and a 6 that are surrounding the 5. Put those underneath your letter, a 4 or a 6. Now substitute 4 or 6 instead of r into the sentence. 4 is bigger than 5. Don't think so. 6 is bigger than 5. That is correct. So your arrow should be going towards the 6, which is towards the right. Okay? I'm now going to move on to... Those are all adding or subtracting, adding or subtracting, adding or subtracting. I'm trying to find some different examples to use. So the ones that I don't do on this video means these are the ones that you should be able to do for homework. I'm going to do number 8. All right, so with the number 8 here, what I have is, well, I'm still just getting rid of this 6. All right, so let me just go ahead and do that. So I'm going to add 6 to both sides. And what I have is 14 greater than or equal to n. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and circle my 14. It's going to be closed in. A 13 or 15. 13 or 15. 14 is greater than 13. That is true. 14 is greater than 15. Not true. So arrow should be going direction of the 13, which is towards the left. That one was too easy, right? Okay, so let me go ahead and do, here we go. Actually, let me do number 10 first. Okay, so remember, this is division. Practice me division, so I will multiply by 3 to get n by itself. Long story short, this will cancel out, leaving you with just n. And 3 times 3 is 9. Okay? So I circle my 9, and it's not going to be circled in. I have an 8 and I have a 10. Put that underneath your variable, an 8 or a 10. Let's read. 8 is greater than 9. No, it's not. 10 is greater than 9. Yes, it is. Arrow should be going in the direction of the 10, which is right. Do number 11. Skipping around a bit. This means division, so multiply the 4 out. Multiply the 4 out. Long story short, that's going to cancel, leaving you k is less than negative 16. Take a look at the numbers you have on either side. You can look at negative 18, negative 14. Put it underneath your variable. Negative 18, negative 14, and let's read. Negative 18 is less than negative 16. That is correct. Remember, negative land, a smaller number is bigger. Or negative 14 is less than negative 16. That is incorrect. Negative 14 is actually bigger. So your answer should be going in the direction of the 18, which is towards the left. And I'm going to do one more. And I'm going to go back up to number 9. And number 10 or number 12 is doing the exact same thing. So these are a little bit special. Okay? The reason why I say they're special is because in order to get x by itself, I'm going to have to divide by negative 3. Right? And divide by negative 3. Okay? If I do this, I have... Okay, so what's happening here, if I do this, I have x is greater than negative 1. Okay? Something is wrong with this, and let me show you. Remember that invisible number that we have that's always in front of a letter? It's a 1, right? Okay? So, 3 goes into 3 one time. So, sorry, someone's at the door. Hold on, I gotta start that one over. All right, divide by negative 3. Divide by negative 3. 3 goes into 3. Negative 1 times should be negative 1. So there's a positive 1, or x rather, here, and negative 1. Okay? So actually, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I have my negative 1. Either negative 2 or 0, negative 2 or 0. In this case, the 0 is bigger, so it should be going towards the right, if you think. Okay? And number 12 will work the same way, but there's something special about these, which I will show you tomorrow. And there's a rule of what happens when we divide by a negative number. Like this one, you end up dividing by a negative number. But I'll show you that tomorrow. I think that's only for number 9 and 12. So the rest of them you should be able to do on your own. And I will see you tomorrow. Thanks.